Hello, and I am Logan Hansen. I am doing my criminal profile on Luca Rocco Magnotta. July 24th, 1982. Luca Rocco Magnotta was born in Scarborough, Ontario, with the legal name Eric Clinton Kirk Newman, to a mother named Anna Yorkin and a father named Donald Newman. Eric was the eldest of three kids, with a brother named Conrad and a sister named Melissa. His parents split while he was still young, so he later went to live with his grandmother, Phyllis. And at some point his grandmother and grandfather also divorced, causing more instability in Magnotta's life. In 2002, Magnotta started strip dancing, as well as he appeared in two pornographic films of a straight man turned gay. Eric caught the attention of the Toronto police after he befriended a 21-year-old woman with the mental capacity of a child, 8 to 12 years of age, and convinced her to apply for credit cards, then racked up over $10,000 in unpaid bills. He is eventually charged with fraud, and initially the police alleged he sexually assaulted the woman and videotaped it. However, Crown dropped the charges before the case went to trial. In June 2005, Magnotta was convicted of 4 counts of fraud. However, the judge lessened his sentence due to serious psychiatric issues. The judge responded by giving him 9 months community service as well as 12 months probation. Eric also appeared in Fab magazine as Jimmy and described himself as a 22-year-old soccer fan who hopes to be a vice or a homicide police officer. Eric meets Barbie, a transgender woman, and they start dating early 2006. Barbie told the Fifth Estate during an interview he said he wanted to be famous one day. Later in April that year, Eric breaks up with Barbie, and even later during the summer, he legally changes his name to Luca Rocco Magnotta later during the summer. September 14th, 2007, the Toronto Sun publishes a story by reporter Joe Warmington about how Magnotta had dropped by the newspaper's headquarters to deny online rumors he was dating notorious schoolgirl killer Karla Homolka. However, many state the rumors were likely started by Magnotta himself. In fall 2010, Magnotta's postings got increasingly darker, bringing the attention he craved. He posted a link to a video called 3 Guys, 1 Hammer, an extremely violent video, as well as a video that started to speculate later on called 1 Guy, 2 Kittens. The video 1 Guy, 2 Kittens consisted of an unidentified man with 2 kittens who was initially loving on the kittens. However, he then put them into a vacuum seal bag and slowly sucked the air out while the kittens suffocated and while the camera lingered on the bag. Now apparently there is an unwritten rule of the internet, and that rule is don't fuck with the cats. Overnight, a Facebook group was created and over 4,000 people joined to use their own time and effort to catch the guy who posted the cat killing videos. As well, a group called Rescued Inc. posted a $5,000 reward for information to catch the kitten killer, and in turn, a group was eventually created called the Animal Beta Project in early 2011. In 2011, he contacted a lawyer in New York named Romeo Salta, showing worry about the firestorm about the cat killings. He also asked if there were any warrants out for his arrest at the time, and there currently wasn't any. In February 2011, a police file opened up on Magnotta because of a group who was using EXIF data to track when and where certain images were taken of Magnotta. One of said photos linked him to Toronto, so the activist group contacted the Ontario Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals with their findings, who then reached out to the Toronto police, who opened up a police file against Magnotta. Late November, early December 2011, 1 year after the original videos were posted, a few new videos were posted of a man in a Santa hat feeding a live kitten to a python, as well as another video with a kitten taped to the end of a broomstick handle, who was then drowned in a bathtub. May 15th and 16th, 2012, repeated references are made to a new online video called One Lunatic, One Ice Pick, depicting a person in a purple hoodie with an ice pick in his fist. The Facebook group assumed it was Magnotta creating the noise because it followed the pattern of him building buzz around a video before he actually released it. On May 24th, Concordia University student Jun Lin fails to appear for his job, and the following day a video was posted titled One Lunatic, One Ice Pick. The video depicts many horrifying acts, like the person repeatedly stabbing a bound person on a bed until they are lifeless, and then dismembering the body with a knife, while showing acts of necrophilia and cannibalism in the video as well. Magnotta also mailed the dismembered body parts to different schools and political parties. The worldwide search for Magnotta began May 31st, 2012, when he was added to Interpol's wanted list. As well, the following day, June 1st, 2012, the victim was identified as Jun Lin. Montreal police say they can add a charge of threatening the Prime Minister because it was addressed to him. And finally, Magnotta is arrested at an internet cafe by German police in Berlin without incident. The owner of the small cafe recognized Magnotta and flagged down the authorities. Magnotta, the suspected killer, had a visit to a massive police station the day after being arrested and spending a night in a small prison cell for a court appearance, where he stated that he would not fight his extradition to Canada. September 29th, the trial begins, and it began with Leclerc saying his client admits to slaying Lin. The trial continued through 66 witnesses and finally came to the conclusion on December 23, 2014, leaving Magnotta facing criminal harassment of Prime Minister Stephen Harper, as well as the other members of Parliament, mailing obscene and indecent material, committing an indigny to a body, and publishing obscene materials. Magnotta was sentenced to life imprisonment and was given maximum sentences allowed under the criminal code for each charge, ranging from 2 to 10 years. That is my story of Luca Magnotta. Thank you very much for listening, and that's everything.